Hey guys, it's Balt, and today we're going to be taking a look at Transformers, War for Cybertron Trilogy, Siege, Optimus Prime, specifically the Voyager class Optimus Prime. I picked this figure up on the internet, but it is currently available over at the Chosen Prime. This is not how the figure is packaged. I have gone ahead and put him into vehicle mode to show off a few things first. The overall aesthetic of his silly Mad Max-esque vehicle mode actually works quite well. However, the figure does feel incredibly tiny in vehicle mode. It comes with two accessories, his trusty blaster and his shield that is malformed. Unfortunately, my figure came with this partially melted axe handle. And this is an axe. It does transform into an axe very easily, though sometimes if you don't do the transformation in the right order, things are a little difficult. So it turns into an axe. I would have loved to have seen a little bit more paint on the axe, but we'll get into that when we get to the robot mode. The figure in vehicle mode looks really good. It feels small, but it looks awesome, and I love this aesthetic. As I said, it was a Mad Max kind of aesthetic, but I think I saw this exact model of truck in one of the Highlander movies, specifically the second one. In terms of height, the truck mode is not that tall. As you can see, we have a Sharkticon here, next to a Voyager class alt mode. So yeah, the figure in this mode is a bit tiny. Don't let that fool you, though. Prime's transformation is kind of bonkers. In fact, I would go far as to say that this is the most complex Prime transformation we've gotten in a while. There's a lot of moving parts going on here. To start with, come to the side behind the front front wheel and unpeg these silver bits, and they peg into the figure's thighs in vehicle mode and fold them out completely. Then take the front wheels and fold them down underneath the cab so it kind of looks like it's floating on them. Next, come to the sides and flip down these panels that are just behind the windscreens, and then take the windscreens and push them out on the sides and flip them open. And as you can see, we've got the cutout for a matrix here. Next, come to the front of the vehicle mode and grab these little lights down by the wheel wells and pull them apart. Once you've got those lights pulled away, that little flap that we pulled down earlier, pull it up a little bit, and then there is a little door hinge right here. You need to get your nail in and flip that open as far as it'll go, and then do that on the other side, like that. And then we could take the entire front of the vehicle mode and flip it up to reveal the front of another vehicle mode. Next, that section that we flipped up, we're going to take the bumper, fold it up, and snap it into place, and take the two panels that we flipped out and fold them until they peg into place. And then fold that whole section down into what will be the backpack. Okay, we could take the robot head and flip it up and into place, close the chest panels like so, and then we can reach inside and flip out the fists like that. Once we've got the fists folded out just a little bit, we take the lights that were flipped out before, or that were at the front of the vehicle mode, and fold them in towards the inside of the robot's arm, and then flip the panels down and peg them into place, and do that on the other side, like so. And with the arms now moved out of the way, we could take the front wheels and fold them out, and then accordion them up into the torso. Then fold the shoulders out, like so. Come to the backpack, fold it down, turn it 180 degrees, and then it'll fold flush up against the back of the figure. Now for the legs. Come to the rear of the vehicle mode and fold it down until the pegs snap into place in the torso. Then stand the figure up, split the rear of the vehicle mode in half. Come to the back and fold down these sections behind the knees. Turn the figure back around so that the bottom of the wheels are in line with the front of the robot mode. take the wheels and fold them in like that on both sides. And you do have to get these little flaps out of the way, because if you don't, things will get stuck. Then fold those silver bits down until they stop, and then there are little plastic gray panels that flip around and peg into the inside of the shins, specifically right there on the other side of the wheels. So just do that. And getting that lined up is a little bit tricky. Then take the lower legs, turn them 180 degrees, and fold out the feet and the heels. And then take the backpack and fold it down until it pegs into place. Fully transformed Optimus Prime in robot mode looks like Optimus Prime. I'm not sure what else I'm going to say there. There are a couple of things with the aesthetic that I'll talk about here in a second, but overall it looks really good, and it feels very good. The quality of the plastic is top-notch, and quite frankly, this figure feels better than any figure I've gotten a hold of from Cyberverse or the Bumblebee movie. It even feels better than some of the Studio Series figures, which I'm kind of scratching my head at. The head sculpt is perfect. Unfortunately, there is no light piping, but his head is on a ball joint, moves side to side and up and down with quite a bit of range of motion. Unfortunately, when you do pull the figure back a little bit too far, his chest opens up just a smidge. Also with posability, the arms are able to move 360 degrees forward and back, in and out, and a very, very neat little gimmick is this door where the smokestacks are. They open up and close when you move the arm. There is a 90-degree bend at the elbow and a swivel right above that. Fists do swivel as well, which is nice. Torso swivel hinges at the leg, in, out, and a full 80 to 180 degree split is easily doable. There is a little bit of a thigh swivel, and there is that full swivel for the knee. Knee bends over 90 degrees. There is ankle tilt, which I greatly appreciate. Both weapons are easily held in robot mode, no problem there whatsoever. Again, would have loved to have seen some more color on the axe. Not the biggest deal in the world, but I would have loved to have had a non-melted axe handle as well. So, there's that. Now, the big problem I have with the figure, and pretty much everything in the Siege line, is it looks like they've been rolling around in mud. I get what Hasbro is going for. I get that they want to add some details to the figure and some extra paint, but copper-colored paint is not the way to go. It looks like poo. It really does. And unfortunately, it doesn't just scrape off. I'm probably going to have to use some paint remover or some acetone in order to get them off. I've tried just scraping them off with my fingernails. Doesn't work. It's not a lot though, thankfully, and I feel like they changed or might have pulled back a little bit on the paint, so there is that. But still, I don't want my figures pre-dirty. I want to do it myself. Height-wise, Prime is the exact same size as Voyager-class Grimlock from Power of the Primes. Definitely bigger than a Deluxe-class figure, and definitely smaller than NP-10 Prime. Now, before I leave you with my final thoughts on Prime, I'd like to show off the packaging a little bit. The packaging is brand new this year. It is in this weird triangular box and sports some simply beautiful artwork on the side. The back of the box looks incredibly good. It shows off the figure nicely, and it works. There's a lot of lovely features going on, or I should say lovely paint and pictures going on with the box. The figure also comes with this really interesting backdrop. I've never seen this before. I've never seen this sigil before. It looks like a giant key, or very loosely looks like the Matrix of Leadership. It works. I think it works really well. Now, what doesn't work so well are the directions, and Hasbro continues really bad directions. Look at this. My old man eyes has a hell of a time seeing this. It's dark blood red on charcoal gray with white. it's real hard to tell what's going on. If it weren't for the fact that I've been playing with Transformers for much longer than some of you have been alive, I would really have some trouble. In robot mode, Prime possesses multiple attachment points for different battle masters and other accessories. One on the back of, or I should say the back side of each leg. Then there's one on each forearm, one on each shoulder, two on his backpack, and that's about it. This toy is fantastic. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. This is an excellent Optimus Prime figure, and it has me jazzed for the rest of Siege. I could see where Hasbro's putting its money. It is not going to the Bumblebee movie. It is not going to Cyberverse. It is going to Siege. Thank Primus. I couldn't take another disappointing Prime figure. I just couldn't. This one is not disappointing. In fact, I would go so far as saying you absolutely should pick this one up. Yeah, the alt mode, it's a bit doofy, but the robot mode is simply superb and is arguably one of the best Primes we've gotten in years. So folks, let me know what you think down there in the comments. Hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to watch the next video review, as that is going to be Voyager class Megatron from War for Cybertron Siege. I'm Baltmatrix, and I will catch you next time.